The apple has no significance. This is not from the Garden of Eden. This is really going to be an illustration today. Okay, and I could use an apple, I could use a tennis ball, I could use this bottle of water, I could use this pulpit, which would be a great illustration of it. But because of the shape of this apple and its three-dimensional nature, I cannot see all of this apple at one time. Now, when I turn it, I can see the other side, but while I'm seeing this other side, I can't see the side that I was just watching. Okay, and so in order for me to want to see the whole thing at one time, I have to get some type of reflection, or I've got to get some type of mirror, or in the case of, stay with me, in the case of understanding race relations, I've got to get somebody else to describe the other side of the apple for me. Okay? This is the side that I can see. I know there is another side, and I can sit here and say, well, I know what the other side looks like. Or I can ask somebody on the other side of it to say, tell me what you are seeing. Tell me what you sense. Tell me what you feel. How is it different than maybe what I'm seeing? And so whether we're relating this to God, who is the Alpha and the Omega, very much a spherical, the beginning, the end, the first and the last, He who was, is to come, to act like we, at least in our finite vision for this moment, can see it all, really is a little bit prideful. It's a little bit egotistical to say, I see it all, I understand it all, I get it. I've been in this thing for so many years. No, at some point you have to say, if I want to see all of it, I've got to trust what somebody else can tell me on the other side. Now, let's relate this bigger than just an apple. Let's even go a little further than just white and black, law enforcement and civilian, okay? Let's go spirit and truth style on it. If I'm a Christian, okay, and I want to understand the other side of other religions, I have to ask. I don't come and say, well, my side of the apple is the only side you need to be concerned with. You need to just, come on, turn away from your side and just eat on my side because your side isn't any good anyway. Or I can show some level of humility and ask my Jewish brother, ask my Islamic sister, hey, tell me what God looks like from your side of it. I want to understand I want to understand all truth. The Spirit of God is going to bring us into all truth. But I only have my part of truth. And I only have my P-I-E-C-E-E piece of truth. I really want the peace of God, the P-E-A-C-E of God, but I can't have it just focusing on my piece of God. And so I have to be willing to ask someone who sees a different side of it. I am American. I want to understand someone's perspective from another country. I have to ask, okay? Let's get a little further. I am a male. I am a man. I have to want to know how a woman feels. I have to want to ask and see how a woman sees things. Men are from Mars and women are from Venus. We all know this. And so I don't always filter things the same way that a woman would filter. I don't receive them. I don't perceive them exactly the same way. And so I have to be willing to want to learn how a woman thinks, okay? Let's go a little further. If I want to understand how someone thinks from the gay community, I have to want to see their perspective, okay? I have to ask, how do you feel? How do you see it? How was your environment growing? Explain to me, express to me, tell me. I want to understand it. I can only understand my side of it right now. Explain to me, I want to see it. And I'm never going to fully understand it, but I'm willing to see it. I'm willing to try to feel it. Let's go a little further. I guess I'm middle-aged now. I'm 47. I'm coming up on 50. I know y'all feel old that I'm about to be 50. Because if I'm 50, y'all are really old. But I have to want to know, as a middle-aged man or a fairly younger person, how do my 81 and 82-year-old parents feel? How do they process their lives at 82? How do they think about the future? How do they process their past? Where are they in their present moment? What's important to them at 81 or 82 years old?